Yeah, and a poor keep. For a long time, I could not say that for some reason. Okay, so we've done 50-60 dungeon. We've done leveling. A lot of XP bonus for like a 10-minute issue. I'm not doing main scenario. PvP. Okay. Yeah, I need a mender. Nope, healers have to be on point all the time. Santa Bear! So I love this bear because when it throws the presents and they explode, it just sounds like it should be something from Kingdom Hearts. It just looks like something a Keyblade would hit. Alright, mender. Repair gear. Yep. Thanks, gear repair. Rambros. It might be. I've noticed a couple things like that. Although mostly it has to do with Moogles. All this happened within the tower? God's preserve. Oh yeah, I did Circus Tower earlier. The rift that manifested before the throne was the Void Gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent, the most powerful being the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Zan sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Gordelin. The situation is bleak. Though void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and I. Unai. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission. A mission whose burden they have borne on for thousands of years and besides. I was waiting for it. We cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Zan's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Gra, ever since meeting Unai and Daga, you are not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me the truth of our eye rests with Alec. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Unai and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it, though we have known them but briefly. Doga and Unai are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts. Oops. Click the button before I read it. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Silkard. Mark my words. Okay. Move, Artax. You're in the way. World of Darkness. Oh, this is World of Darkness I saw reference to the other day. Ah, Sokard, it is good you are come. It is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Uni, Doga, or Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zen. But you, Sokard, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void set known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Unai labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Unai, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zan's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We've done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Unai and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with royal blood of Alec. 'Tis most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the Allegan tombstone Nero presented us. During the Golden Age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zan's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice. But then, what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, the power would discharge and cause calamity like to the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. Yep. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. It is true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild well versed in otherworldly matters, and with Master Goylem working to create said portal, the fine preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. Oh, Sid. I thought it was going to be one of the brothers. Sokard, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Goylem, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damnable thing to the Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it would produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides, and do hurry, Sokard. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? That's what I do, like a day job. Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? It just came from there. Back to the tower. With the silly half-love scene. Man, I remember aggroing everything in here when I first came back here. No, don't give me the chair back. Give me something else. Bogart, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower's full of energy engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. But it should be fine. Really, anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's overseeing the whole operation. Okay. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Men, we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. See if we can't open another gateway. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zan's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Aleg's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allegan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there's no stopping Zan in his ambition. There were those who tried. Zan's war of dominion left no one unscathed, unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people. Warriors young and brave took up the sword against Aleg. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light of our age, in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Aleg's heart for the kill, Zan lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zan desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth Umbral Calamity. I learned of its cause from Unai and Doga. I had no idea the rebellion incited Zan to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allegan history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes? Ah, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open that void gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius. Just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good, let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do now, Biggs. Hey, what do you know? It's open again. Alright, some perspective here. You just opened a giant rift into a world of darkness. You're all clapping and excited. I mean, I get it, hard work and all, but... Ah, a rift to the world of darkness, as Uni called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the sons of Saint Koinek. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Sokard, my friend. 'Tis a heavy burden I must task you with. But there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go. The fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Yep. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. You mean me and my 23 friends. Might I have a moment of your time, Sokard? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. No! No, I have things to do. I do not want to go back to your town. Smallish town. Oh, good. I don't have to go anywhere. Sokard, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allegan royalty. Long I have pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have been bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting these 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something. Something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap that I wish to remember these words are related, mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through the very end with my own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. No. No. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realms. Our realm. World of Darkness. World of Darkness is now open through the Duty Finder. World of Darkness is also a great RPG. How do I get down? Oh, it's over there. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. It might put me in there. Hey, less than 5 minutes is much better wait time than 18. Wait, did I miss a bonus? Oh, just the main scenario one. Yeah, I'm not doing main scenario. And I only need like 10 million XP. I don't think that's happening in the next hour and 15 minutes. Let's go back here. Because when I bought all my clothes, I forgot to check and see if that vendor had a new weapon. It might be better than what I have. All this staff is cool. Purchase weapons. Alright. I need... Where is it? Well, it sounds like you're taking your time and thinking about it. Nothing wrong with that. Trident, knuckles, Uchigatana, daggers, longbow, rimfire, rod, grizzle. Oh, there we go. Zelkovia cane. 285. Less magic damage. Mind 190. Crit spell speed. I kind of like spell speed. Although double crit is, Okay. Maybe later.